What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. Excuse me. Who haven't we fought in America? Thumbnail is an old comic book. Muhammad Ali versus Superman. And actually, Muhammad Ali beats Superman, right? It's from the 60s or whatever. You know, there were two most popular figures at that time. And thinking about it, it's a just it kind of using an image. Who haven't black men fought in America? Like everybody, we fought. When people say we fought in every war in America, we fought fought against injustice in America. We fought. How can I say this? For our own rights and other people's rights in America. We've fought the racism, systematic or just person to person in America. It's not a racial group we haven't gotten into it with in America over them treating us in some unfair manner. And then so much so that people assume we are just fighter drones every time somebody else goes through something. We should be so accustomed to fighting against unfairness and injustice. We should just fight for everybody else. And then I thought about, so we're just running around like hockey enforcers. Now, if y'all don't watch hockey, which I understand, in America, I understand. There's a guy in hockey who's the enforcer. He has a job. He's playing. He can play hockey, but on the ice, his job is to be an enforcer and beat up people who might be out of line. And ironically, he's only as good as his winning percentage. So if he starts losing, you gotta go. And some of those guys are nervous every night. It's not about playing. They're not nervous about playing. They're nervous that I got to get in a fight tonight. Probably, if I win, I'm in the next game. If I lose, I might be benched, or they might get rid of me. Type of thing. So they were, it was like a semi-documentary on hockey, and the guys like, man, they were nervous. They were taking Pepto-Bismol. They panic attacks because every night, they had to fight to prove they love, right? And for us, I think we've been an enforcer fighting in America against so many bad things that we don't realize, we don't have an agenda at times. Our agenda is to be somebody else's enforcer. They're using us to fight America, fight against what's wrong in America. And for us, that's a problem because all these other groups can fight for themselves, for one. For two, all of these other groups that we fought in America have worked with America in helping the systematic part of racism until it hits them, And I gotta say it, but for three, we gotta see if these people actually have the heart to fight, because a lot of them don't. So we fought, pretty much every group in America. And the problem is, you can say some of our violence toward each other is probably a byproduct of us fighting so much we don't know when to cut it off, and we fight each other because if we have nobody left to fight. And that's a problem. Very much so a problem. So looking at it, pause. Looking at it, it's like the next fight we get into, we got to make it primarily about us and what we need. That's the push against intersectionality and people of color is because, you know, when other people fight, they don't get their momentum from the ground up. They kind of piggyback ours and take it. And one of the reasons I saw that is because I made a video recently about feminism, and if when you look up other groups that are non-black, especially in America, when they want to fight against unfairness, all of a sudden the Black Panther fist comes out. I don't care what group it is. And so, no matter which group you're talking about, the symbol for fighting, for the people fighting against the system or the government or unfairness in America, the symbol for that is the Black Power fist. So that means every other group don't have a symbol because they ain't fighting like that. So sometimes, to hold your own, you know what, definitely comes into play because we don't know what a lot of people actually fought against because we never seen them fight, or you need to remind us, of what you actually fought for on your own. And we got a different experience in this country because we have no homeland. Everybody else has a homeland that will go to bat for them. This is quote unquote our homeland, and it ain't gonna go to bat for us. So the Ali versus Superman thing was so interesting because, in one way you're trying to say, the you got to be so good as a black man that you're immortal who beats God. You're a real life godlike mortal who has the ability to beat a fictitious God, and that's what you have to be, to win in this society. It's just weird, but tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.